In today's video, we are reacting to Ship Swung on Evil Folks and instantly regret it. Now, for those of you who don't know or are not aware, Evil Folks is basically the equivalent of if you put Hector Freeman Strength from Boondock and Stick Meaner's like attitude over, pretty much evil. You know what I'm saying? He's done quite some things that no human being should ever know. If you can avoid it, don't get on this man Bryce side. I promise you it will not end. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into this Bill Easy video and see what Evil Folks did today. What
I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. I'm out of town right now. I'm at my folks' crib in Birmingham, Alabama. Big shout out to the Ham. Y'all know I rock with the Ham. And I was just thinking, bro, I came outside because, my folks, they still sleeping. They had a long night, but I've been up. And I was just thinking today, bro, considering the day it is, and then it made me think of something related to it. But before I even get into that, bro, of course, big shout out to all y'all. But, bro, I was reflecting this morning on how much I say, or how often I say, do the right thing, make the right decision, stay out of trouble, stay out the jail, stay out the prison, don't do things to place yourself there. And I was just thinking, like, sometimes, bro, it can be so common. You can hear it so much to the point it just, okay, we know Bill's gonna say that. But, bro, I just hope people really, really, really take heed to it and really, somewhat at least try to allow it to, just let you smell the coffee of life, bro, because I think about some of the violence and some of the stupidest stuff I done seen dealing with so many people over so many years in the prison, bro, and it's terrible. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. This may have been possibly one of the stupidest situations where somebody was, they got messed up pretty bad. So it's this old school dude by the name of Ship. We call him Ship. Slender dude, salt and pepper hair, no facial hair, not even a mustache. And he thought he had all the sense, but he was all right. He ain't do too much. Sometimes he would, but not for real. And he was super big into politics. Anything got to do with the government, the military. He was in the military. He was super big into stuff like that. I remember I told y'all about the TV. Like, if you want to watch something, let's say it's a TV show come on at 8 p.m. and you want to watch it, you got to go check the TV first and make sure, because it's sticky notes stuck all around the TV. And you got to make sure ain't nothing else up there at 8 p.m. And long as it ain't, you'll write down the name of the TV show, and then you'll put the time on there, 8 p.m., and then you'll stick it to the TV. And that's how people know, like, at this time, this is what the channel need to be on. But here's the thing. If you wake up early in the morning before everybody else and grab the remote, you could just ride out for a while until whatever time somebody posted something. Ship would be up early, bro, watching the news, being a damn conspiracy theorist, watching the news, especially if it had anything to do with around election time, anything. I remember I got up one morning and went with my cup. I was going to get some ice. He's standing in front of the TV with his hands behind his back, super tuned in. He gonna call me over there. So I come over there. I'm like, what's up? This man looking at the TV. Obama was up there talking about something. This man gonna say, these people is some damn fools. Don't you know Barack Obama just signed the bill? Barack Obama just signed the bill and said that, okay, so he been had the Healthcare Act, but he signed the bill, and I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man,
Yeah.
you feel me? I ain't saying bump what you saying, but in a sense, I kind of am because it's like, bro, leave me alone. It's early in the morning. I'm coming over here trying to get some damn ice. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like he was just one of them type people, bro. That type of stuff. He's just on that type of stuff heavy. You know what I'm saying? So one day I'm on the top range. Well, I walked out the room coming on the top range. Evil Folks was on the top range, chilling. He would do that sometimes, but he didn't do it as much as I did it. Like just go post up and be outside on the range. But sometimes he'll be out there. Good morning to everybody in the comments too. I'm just not reading it because I ain't trying to get sidetracked.
Right.
So Evil Folk make his way down there to me. We chopping it up. Ship come walking up. Evil Folks laugh and was like, wonder what type of old government he finna come talking about. I said, man, I ain't no telling. So he walked straight over there, don't say excuse me or nothing. He said, hey, CBL, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you real quick, nephew. Let me holler at you. I just wasn't in the mood, bro. You know, sometimes you just not in the mood for certain stuff. You're not being funny or nothing, but it's like, hey, bro, that's your thing. The way you feel about all this, that's your thing. That ain't my thing. You
Right.
care, not me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I'm talking to Eva right now, bro. You gonna have to wait. You see me talking to the man. And like, it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick. And the way he was saying it was kind of like in a sad type of tone. So this is another thing this man would do. And he done got me like this before. He'll come like trying to make you feel bad for him, 50-something years old in this prison. Man, my grandbaby's growing up. My grandbabies don't even know me. And then the government, they got all this stuff going on in the world, like on type of stuff like that. I just ain't want to hear it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you see me talking to bro, so he push off real quick. He get down to the end of the range, and then he turned around and came back over there to where we was at again. And was like, I just ain't want everybody in my business, but I guess I'll just holler at you right here. So I look up at him. I'm like, what's up, man? This man said, little bro, I need you. I need you right now, bro. This day is special to me, man. Is heavy on my heart. My heart weighing heavy right now, bro. He said, so many of my fallen brothers and fallen sisters, brother. He said, I need you, bro. You feel me? Just look out for me. I need you. So Evil Folks said, he said, what you talking about, Memorial Day? And Ship was like, yeah, Memorial Day. So, and y'all don't drag me for this. Bruh, I had no earthly idea what Memorial Day meant. I had no idea. Not one. Now, I knew that it was a real holiday. I knew it was a federal holiday because,
Right.
you know, stuff get shut down and closed on Memorial Day.
That's how
And
you
I
know
knew,
it's
you know, I
serious.
kind of had an idea.
That's how you know some shit serious. When niggas don't gotta show up to work that day. Oh man, I don't know what the holiday it is. I don't know what the fuck a Cinco de Mayo is, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
Idea of something had to do like with military or whatever. But bro, I never really knew, bro. I never really knew. I never paid attention to stuff like that in school. Like growing up, I didn't, man, it's a lot of stuff that, you know, stuff got to do with that or got to do with certain pieces of history, bro. I probably made that, you feel me? Like never knew or whatever. But so I asked him, I was like, shit, what does that mean? What does it stand for? He was like, what does what stand for? I said, Memorial Day, like, what's the real meaning of it? He said, CBL, don't do that. Don't do that, CBL. CBL, how old are you? I'm like, what does how old I am got to do with anything? My age has nothing to do with this. He like, don't sit here and tell me, how old you here, nephew? I was like, I'm probably about 25, 26, maybe.
This nigga said, I'm probably. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga, you either 25 or you 26. Nigga, ain't no probably. Nigga, how is you probably? I was like, I'm probably 23, 24. No, nigga, how old is you right now, nigga? Is you 23 or is you 24? funny as hell.
He like, and you gonna sit here and tell me you don't know what Memorial Day mean? I said, shit, that's what I just said. I don't know. I never knew what it really meant. I never had nobody to talk to me about it. And if the teacher did, I wasn't paying attention. Probably was skipping. It was never celebrated in my household. I don't know. So evil folks said that it meant any military people that lost their lives during battle. So Ship said, no, nephew, it ain't just got nothing to do with battle. It's military personnel, period. If you was baking a cake at your house and passed out, this day is in celebration of you. It don't matter what happened. If you had anything to do with the military, this day, our fallen brothers, our fallen sisters, we honor them. This is the special day we take to honor them.
All right.
Evil folks bust out laughing.
Bro. I swear I'm not laughing I'm laughing at the fact that this nigga basically just said how important this day is, and this nigga just laughed in this nigga face, bro. Like, that's fucked up. Bro, I can't even lie.
I think I bit my lip a couple of times trying not to laugh, but I was only laughing. I wasn't laughing at what Ship was saying. I was laughing because I'm looking over at evil folks and this man got a big ass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It don't even be on something like you be laughing. You know what I'm saying? You be laughing because another nigga laughing, bro. They be looking you up. I know, Bilfy. I know how it get.
There's grin on his face, and he's in Ship face and just don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't expect him to give a damn, but I'm just saying. So I'm like, look out for you on what? What are you talking about? So Ship say, man, just gonna put his head down. Nephew, just give me an Al Green CD or two and a Chris Brown CD or two. I was actually willing to do it. Let me open the door. I done got a little hot. I was actually willing to do it, but we had to have some understanding in place. So I said, all right, that's gonna be 3, 6, 7, that's gonna be $10 because the Al Green was going for $3. The Chris Brown was going for $2. I said they're gonna be $10. I said, when you gonna be able to, you feel me, cover that? He said, nah, nephew, if I was coming over here.
Nigga, you just want it for the no, nigga. That's not how that work, bro. You don't just get it off just the string, nigga. Nah, cause bro, he already don't even know you like that, bro. Like, nah, bro, hell no.
To try to pay for it or to credit it, shit, I would have just said that when I first walked up. I told you, just look out for me, man. My heart real heavy today, nephew. He said this day, every time Memorial Day roll around, he said it just get real heavy on my heart. I just be in my feelings damn near all day. I just need something, you know what I'm saying, to take my mind off of things. And I'm like, bruh, listen, I understand what you're saying or whatever, but hey, my heart ain't heavy right now, bro. And I ain't got this stuff to just give it out. That don't make sense. I got it to sell it, to handle my business and get me some money on so I can have some fun on. So he trying to go back and forth with me for a while. So evil folks cut in and say, man, you can't get mad at nobody, bro, because don't nobody want to give you none of that you tripping, bro. You better go get your own. You better go get you some money and come back or something. Old school dude looked over at him, kind of brushed him off, looked back at me. He said, voice got lower. He said, nephew, you ain't gonna look out for me, nephew. He said, you know this day heavy on my heart, nephew.
What's with black people calling young niggas nephew? Like, nigga, I don't know you, nigga. That's not my, this day weighing heavy in your heart. It's unfortunate, but nigga, it's not my fucking problem. So stop making it my fucking problem. Please. Thank you.
He said, I'm thinking about the fallen brothers and them fallen sisters. He said, nephew, is heavy on my heart. Look out for me, nephew. Nephew, looking in my eye. And that's something I hate when people do. They trying to convince you of something. Once you done made up your mind already, and then they like looking in your eye, nephew. Look out for me, nephew. Nephew, look out for me. So I'm like, bro, I can't do that, bro. I can't give you that. This man spazzed out. This man said, you standing here right now in my face. You a free man. You standing here in my face right now. Don't you know if it wasn't for military personnel, you wouldn't even be standing right here in my face. You wouldn't even be standing here in my face. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. You said I'm a free man. Free where, bitch? We locked up. We stuck like Chuck. We is in prison. What the hell?
Nigga said we locked up and fun, nigga. We stuck like us.
You talk about I'm a free man. How? Free what? We is in a dorm inside of a prison right now. And you talking about a free man. What the hell make you think I'm a free man? So he said it again. So evil folks bust out laughing when I said that. So he never given me an answer to that about what he mean by a free man. I feel like I might know what he trying to say, but that ain't got nothing to do with. I don't think it got nothing to do with the military. So he kept going on and on. So I was like, what do you mean I wouldn't even be standing here right now? Where the hell would I be? This man said, you'll probably be up under some bricks. You and him. And pointed at evil folk. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? I'm like, hey,
The audacity of this nigga to point at it. Cause it's not even like, I don't know, maybe we want to give bro Ship the benefit of the doubt that he don't know evil folks lore. But the shit that nigga be doing in prison, bro, I don't know how you don't know, bro. So it's like, it's one thing if he called Bill a hoe, you know, like Bill might whoop his ass, Bill might not. We just don't know. But call it fuck evil folks, basically a bitch to his face.
you got to start hitting me with all these old ass 1800 century analogies, bro. I don't know what that means. He walks off. Because I'm sitting back thinking, like, you know, if somebody say, you'll be in the dirt, you know what they trying to say, or, oh, you this or that, or whatever. You understand what they trying to say, but you talking about you'll be under some bricks. Shit, what's up? The hell under bricks? I ain't never lifted a brick to see what he trying to say, but whatever. So I sit out there, chop it up with Evil for a little while longer. We just kick it. I eventually go back in the room. I think maybe 2 hours went by, and then I heard Ship make an ignorant outburst, and he screamed out and said, one thing about it, he said, one thing about it, y'all just don't appreciate, y'all don't appreciate them fallen brothers, them fallen sisters. Y'all don't appreciate. If it wasn't for them fallen brothers and them fallen sisters, a lot of y'all wouldn't even be here. And y'all some stuff. Y'all some stuff. Y'all get this little stuff and y'all think y'all high and mighty. Y'all think y'all over people. Y'all get this stuff and think y'all over people. Y'all some stuff. He said, but if I was ever in that position, if I ever get in that position that y'all in, I'm going to put y'all out of business. I'm going to put y'all out of business because I'm going to give it away. I'm going to get it away. I ain't going to sell it. I'm going to give it away and I'm going to put y'all out of business. So he definitely is in his feelings. I kind of laughed at it a little bit. Well, the ignorance in that statement though, right? That would never work. It would never work because, number one, if you got placed in this position where you had a whole bunch of stuff to sell and you just gave it all away, all your stuff gonna be gone. And then they gonna want some more and they gonna come buy it from somebody like me. And I'm in business. So I was never really put out of business. Maybe it just slowed up for a while.
Yeah, dumbass nigga, you put yourself out of business, nigga, cause now you don't got no work to move, nigga. Just don't be thinking too far deep. You know, that's probably why your ass is in jail now, cause you didn't think too much farther ahead. But hey,
But it, that didn't make sense. Nothing he said made sense. So I was on the phone with somebody. I was telling them, like, man, this old school dude in here tweaking. He tripping. He mad because won't nobody give him that. He talking about today is a day that's heavy on his heart. And he talking about today is a day that's heavy on his heart. And he mad. I guess he going around the door asking everybody, like, let him get something. He trying to smoke, won't nobody give him none. So he just keeps saying stuff. And I know he's shooting shots. I know I'm at least one of the people he's shooting shots at, because he walked past my room at least twice, just saying stuff like, I ain't never been no stuff, nigga. I ain't never been no stuff. One thing about me, I ain't never been stingy. I get put in position. And sometimes that can be our problem, bro. Sometimes when people say, oh, my heart's so good, I give you the shirt off my back, I'd never deny you. Sometimes that's our problem. Sometimes that's why we ain't went up. Don't let that go over your head. Don't think I'm a goofy for saying that, because I know it could sound goofy to some people, but sometimes that's our downfall. That's why we broke. That's why our mind ain't right. That's why our energy off, because we so willing to give so much to somebody else.
right,
But anyway, let me get off preaching
that wouldn't do the same for you either, too. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring everybody up with you without getting yourself up first.
mode and get back to this story. He come by my room a couple times and say that. I don't even get up, because I'm like, bruh, I don't want to deal with this man. I'm not studying nothing he talking about. I don't care about nothing he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the room cool and doing me. And then I heard him say, man, you could stop talking to me. You could stop looking at me. I don't give about none of that you talking about, little bro. Hey, little bro, one thing about me, I've been in this world way longer than you. I got way more experience in life than you. Close the door. I don't want these people listening to what I'm saying. I got way more experience in life than you, little bro. Don't play with me. Stop playing with me. I didn't budge. I'm still in the bed because, clearly, Ship is just arguing with somebody. I guess popping, acting like he'll do something to them or whatever. I'm not even finna try to go get into that. And then when I heard somebody respond and say, you know not to with me, you know not to with me. My name ring bells enough. You know not to with me. You know what's up with me. You know I'll put your old, fragile, brittle bone having on that helicopter. You know what's up with me. That's when I jumped up out the bed. Because it was evil folks responding. I jumped up out the bed immediately. Pushed out the door. All right, so let me show y'all the way it's set up. At the corner of the dorm, all the way in the back, upstairs and downstairs, but we upstairs. Let's just say this room stops here. This is the last room. There's a gap, and then the one that's supposed to be connecting to it, it goes back further. So that leaves an open space, probably big enough for 3, 4, 5 people to huddle up back there if they wanted to. It leaves an open space. Evil folks was standing like right in front of that open space. When I popped out the door, Ship was coming up the steps, tightening up his belt. So instantly I shoot straight over here to Evil folks. I'm like, hold on, bro, what the hell y'all got going on? He like, nah, chill, CBL, chill. This old wanna call me out, talking about I'm staring at him, talking about I'm looking at him. I was like, was you staring at him? He like, hell yeah, these my eyes. I can stare wherever I want to stare at. So, a little toasty in it, bitch. So I'm like, bro, hell nah, bro. That's an old man. You know he a goofy. You know he just mad because he can't get something. He just trying to get a hold of something. I was like, bro, don't even, you feel me? Don't even go into all that with him. He was like, man, I don't give a if he's smiling the whole time is what's crazy. He like, man, I don't give about him being old. I'm not anybody bow up at me. They had taking that ride on that helicopter. And some of y'all probably know what that means, but if you don't, that just basically means like either I'm gonna whack you, or I'm gonna damn near whack you. I'm gonna do you so dirty to the point they're gonna have to put you on the helicopter and rush you to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Ship keep popping, so when Ship go to walking, he get like halfway down the range. You know, all the other guys, they push over to the Ship, like, bro, just chill, bro. Once he got halfway and all them other folks went to walking over there, evil folks pulled an ice pick out. An ice pick is y'all know what the ice pick is. It's a candy bar, but y'all know what the ice pick mean. That thing was long as hell, bro. It was like this. He pulled it out. He was holding. I'm like, Evil, chill, bro. That man looked me in my eyes and said, CBL, bro, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. You know me good enough. You know I'm going to do what I do. Leave me alone. You ain't even got to be standing next to me. You can walk away from me for real. And I looked at his ass, them damn evil ass eyeballs. I say, shit. Hey, you ain't got to tell me twice. So I walked away from his ass. I went back in the room because I left my candy bar. I went and grabbed it. I said, shit, might need this for evil. Put it on me. I walked back out there. So they still screaming. So Ship go to telling evil folks that he did hand-to-hand combat and that when it come down to just hitting, when it come down to just fighting, he was telling evil folks like, man, you can't do nothing with me. You a child. You a child. You need to stay in a child place. So evil folks smiling. I don't think Ship saw the big ass candy bar Evil had because it was kind of like on his side. He was holding it like down to the side. And Ship was saying, you as a child, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You as a child, you can't do nothing with me. I did hand-to-hand combat for years. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing with me.
And boom, shank right to the neck. Boom. Took him out just like that. You know what I'm saying? All that talking. Man, Unc, you gotta realize, bro, it's a new day and age we live in, bro. These YNs, they don't give a fuck. Look, you talking about all that fighting. Dang, we don't fight, bro. We stab, shoot. Shit, I might shoot you with a bazooka, nigga, if you big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Me and evil folk was smiling. He was like, you still ain't got nothing to smoke. You still ain't got nothing to smoke, broke. How you mad because don't nobody want to give you that they work for, that they family work for and send them money? That's why you can't smoke. Even folks said, I got a big ass bomb of Crib Brown and Al Green in my pocket. I bet I could go smoke if I wanted to. That way your broke can't go smoke. And Ship, you know, was spazzing on them people like, man, get up off me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Pushing people back and everything. And evil folks start screaming to them, man, y'all get off that nigga, man. Get off on, let him go. Let him do what he gonna do. He come over here, I'm finna do that, boy. Let him go. I'm gonna do his old. So some of the guys come over here talking to me. They like, shit, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them folks was on some stuff like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to get in the evil folks' way. I think maybe they picked up a vibe from them in that moment, like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? And bro, Ship took off running towards
Towards evil.
evil folks.
Oh, never mind.
Full-fledged running towards evil folks. And he swung on them. He hit him right in the mouth.
Damn.
They fell back into that open space and was like tussling and all kind of stuff on the floor. It probably took us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to think in like real life time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It probably took us a good 5 seconds to get over here. When we got over here, Ship, and it surprised me because he wasn't doing no screaming and howling. That's usually what people do when they get plucked. Ship, all right, evil folks was lying on his back. Ship is taller than Evil Folks, but he's like scooting down his body, trying to like push off. Evil Folks got his legs wrapped around like Ship waist.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hell nah. Evil Folks got that nigga trapped in the baby making position, bruh. Dude, you ain't tell us this was how the story was gonna go, man. I thought this was gonna be fire. I ain't think these niggas was finna be out here making love, bro. Come on, man.
And got that ice pick. Bro, when we ran over there, Ship was bleeding all out the head.
Oh, never mind, my fault.
Evil Folks had hit him in the head and in the facial region, bro, at least 6 times within a 5-second radius. Ship, we was reaching to pull him, but Ship snatched free anyway. And then that's when everybody backed up. Ship took off running. Evil Folks chased him. Evil Folk kept stabbing that man, bro.
Damn.
It was like 3 old school dudes that kick it with Ship. You know, they ain't the best of friends, but kick it with him and tried to intervene. And then one of the guys went to yelling to them, telling them like, hey, y'all better get back. Y'all know that man that crazy, you know what I'm saying? And man, Evil Folks stabbed one of the other old dudes right in the face with the candy bar.
Old nigga was probably like, damn, what the fuck I do? He ain't doing shit. Why the fuck I get stabbed? Damn, ain't that about him?
When he did that, everybody got out his way. I went back in my room. I put the phone up real quick. I came back out, pulled my candy bar out. Now I'm holding it because at this point, Evil Folk done scared hell out of me. It's like he don't give a damn who he get now. And that it's so crazy. Ship was not screaming, bro. But the girl, she was on point at this point. Cause when I looked down there, she was on the phone. She was staring over here. Folks was running and stuff. They had them made their way down here in a cut or something. So I couldn't see them, but I was hearing like, and then I was hearing like shoes scuffling. I was hearing, so I know Evil Folk was probably still hitting them. There was blood all on the floor. Like everywhere they was running, it was trails of blood. When I saw them before they ran down to that cut, man, shit was bleeding so much, bro. Can't even get that shit out of my mind. Now, I don't know how this one got pulled off, right? You know, when the folks get closer, everybody scatter out, everybody run. There's so many people running, there's so many people whoop. And, you know, they came and screamed lockdown, everybody locked down. And probably they took Ship out, I think about 3 days went by. 3 days went by. They came, they made everybody come stand outside the door. Everybody came outside the door. And the warden came in there. And he said, so on Memorial Day, I'm at home with my family, enjoying the day. I'm at the dinner table with my little girl and I'm eating, or whatever the case. And I get a call that one of my inmates get stabbed with a candy bar out of this dorm 32 times.
Damn. 32? Shit. Damn.
32 times. So what I want to know is, cameras was terrible at this point. Even though the girl saw, I don't know if the girl was on some G-code type stuff or if she honestly just didn't remember who it was. But he said, what I want to know is, I want to know who is the people. Who are y'all? Because I'm sure it was some gang members that was responsible for hitting that man so many times. Bro, Evil went so crazy, the warden came in there and said, I know it was a group of y'all that did it. It was one person, bro. The other dude that...
Shit, Evil Folks might as well be 5-10 niggas by himself, bro. The way that nigga move, like I said, bro, that nigga got the strength of Catcher Freeman, bro, and the attitude of Stink Meter, bro. You cannot put those two together, bro. That is one dangerous combination of a nigga, bro. Know what I'm saying?
Evil hit. He patched himself up. He ain't even. They didn't even take him out. They ain't even know nothing about that. He said, "I just want to know who is it that did that to this man." So you got a lot of people telling like, "Say, Warden, bro, we don't know nothing about that." The warden said, "I'm gonna tear this dorm apart so bad, and I'm gonna lock y'all down for so long, y'all gonna regret it. Somebody gotta be held responsible for this." Somebody gotta be held responsible for this. I want to know who is the people that did that. I want to know who responsible for that. Just be 21, bro. Be 21. Whoever responsible for that, be
21, that's a new one. I heard be 100. Be real. I ain't never heard niggas say be 21.
21. So now you got the inmate saying, "Hey, Warden, that ain't fair to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you saying this and this and this, you need to go talk to the dude that got pulled out. What that got to do with all us? We ain't all did that. You know what I'm saying?" The warden said he can't remember nothing. And honestly, bro, I honestly don't think it was a situation where Ship was just like, "I'm keeping it G." I think Evil hurt that man. Like, I really think he had memory loss. I don't even think he remember what happened, bro. Cause who's not gonna tell on something like that? This man stabbed you 30-something times. You an older man. Who's not gonna tell the folks that it was Evil folks? I don't think he remember, bro. I honestly don't. The warden said we got 10 minutes for somebody to keep it 21, or he gonna lock us down so long to the point we gonna hate it and regret it. He left out, went into another dorm. Evil folks found him a crash dummy that took a can of Chris Brown CDs. It was two of them, two little young dudes. They ain't had nothing. And he gave them a can of Chris Brown CD. That's a lot of tobacco. That's worth thousands of dollars in the prison, but on the streets it only costs $40. And he gave it to them and told them to take the charge. And shit, when the warden came back in, they had all their property packed, and they was in the middle of the floor. And he was like, "Y'all did that to that man?" And them dudes said, "Yeah." And he said, "Why?" And it was like, he just run his mouth too much. And shit, the warden took them out the dorm and left us alone. And, bruh,
I feel like if you got life, that's low key not a bad deal. Cause just think about it. One, you got some work that's worth $1,000, right? That you could potentially sell for one. And two, say they move you to a new dorm, like Bill be saying in these videos, your reputation follow you. So then people gonna be like, actually nah, cause they know who really. They just never mind.
when I sit back and think of the reasoning, like, why did this really happen? It's two people arguing about nothing, basically. One person mad.
Just a nigga moment, essentially. Pretty much what it comes down to. Just literally a nigga moment. You know? But with that being said, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Every single sub is greatly appreciated. Until next time. Peace.